Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch.
Deduce, verb, deducible, to determine by reasoning or deduction, conclude, infer, derive. Tremulous, adjective, tremulously, tremulousness. Timorous, fearful, shaken slightly as from fear or nervousness or weakness. Shaking or quivering, faltering. Pascal's theorem may be used to deduce that the perspective image of a circle is an ellipse. How did Ernest Rutherford deduce that he had observed a transmutation in his cloud chamber? Well, I think you can deduce the rest of the story from there. The researchers looked at the steady decay of radioactive elements in the hardened lava to deduce that it flowed atop Grand Mesa 10.7 million years ago. The models do not deduce the past climate from current data. The scientists then stitched together enough reliable fragments to deduce the decryption key. Copy sentences which include commas and use them to deduce the rules for proper comma use. Should a psychologist deduce from such a case that the Catholic concept of sin should be legally forbidden? We can still compare later ancient alphabets with earlier ancient alphabets and deduce from letter forms which earlier alphabets served as models. By observing the way the earth works today, we can deduce what might have happened long ago. I think moral foundations are defined by what we can logically, rationally, and reasonably deduce. They also lean toward more inductivist approaches, rather than trying to deduce everything from first principles. The conclusion is deducible from the premises, and each of the premises is deducible from the conclusion with respect to the very same collection of ideas. Its good effects are deducible from principle as well as practice. Waxless candles have been lit, their flames high and tremulous. Not far from where they sat, a tremulous spark rose up, a slowly lengthening thread of light. Baldwin novel in a style that transcends plot mechanics and character beats to become a tremulous ode to the fierce power of love. I still see what occurred in that one tremulous instant with an undiminished clarity. She was embarrassed to hear her voice rising, unbidden, into a tremulous and woebegone register. Her hair got in his mouth, their teeth knocked clumsily. He licked the tremulous surface of her eyelids. My tremulous legs will convey me mechanically over the rocky earth. The midwife makes an acrid tea with her dried leaves. Their dregs leave tremulous lines on the ceramic, like the mark of the tide on sand. Although the voice is quieter now, and occasionally a little tremulous, his delivery is unmistakable. He was cold, small, and consumed by a tremulous weight of terror, the likes of which I have rarely, if ever, seen. With slightly tremulous fingers, Jack secured his bike with a requisite number of locks. Wrapped in shawls of white cotton, two long and tremulous forms start up the mountain, their tall jogs making them look like giants in the distance. He spoke only once during their meal together, a bit of spittle hanging tremulously from his bottom lip. The documented symptoms of benzodiazepine withdrawal syndrome include anxiety, agitation, tremulousness, insomnia, dizziness, headaches, anorexia, tinnitus, blurred vision, diarrhea, hypotension, hyperthermia, neuromuscular irritability, psychosis, and seizures.